pain, joy, and life. Humanity has long searched for life outside our planet. In all these years, many mysterious facts were found in our world and space. One body that has intrigued many minds is the shining red planet, our neighbor and the embodiment of the god of war, Mars. It has already been proven to contain water and could have sustained life many years ago. Only time can tell if remnants of the ancient civilization of this planet can still be found. Are these civilizations extinct, or we ourselves are the remnants of this Martian world? First, let's see the findings that are being released to the public these days, which could help us study possibilities and mysteries about Mars. In a research by David Teller and Mark Stockel from the University of Basel, Switzerland, they found out that 90% of animal species now started at about 250,000 years ago. This includes humans, who are said to have descended only from one couple. However, I have to remind you that they did not found the bodies of this said couple to clear any confusion. These results gave rise to the questions: do we have a reset button that causes humans to start from scratch in such a short period of time? What are the possible threats and reasons for this restart of the species? Based on the analysis of mitochondrial DNA by scientists, which is published on Human Evolution, humans have low to average genetic diversity or human exceptionalism. They use DNA barcodes from thousands of modern humans and from several animal species for this research. We know that we humans often look down on others based on skin color, race, status, and more. But these results should help us understand that we must not destroy our own kind. These results have surely sparked your mind about the possibility of human experimentation or hybridization, but let's talk about this later. We will now move on to the second, which is the presence of Xenon 129 on Mars, especially on 2 points, Cydonia Mensa and Galaxian Scales. Dr. John Brandenburg highlighted that the amounts are too high to be from natural occurrence. This element is produced due to nuclear reaction, like our atomic bombs, which could wipe out the biological environment and destroy the atmosphere to no longer be able to sustain life again. This immense blast will leave no crater on the ground. There is a natural occurrence, but the result would be lower than on Mars. He proposed that there are Bronze Age civilizations on Mars that were wiped out by superior aliens. You can know more about the scientific procedures in data from his book Death on Mars, which you can read from the link in the description of this video. Third is the evidence of water on Mars by many researchers, suggesting that it could cover a fifth of the planet or greater than the content of the Arctic Ocean. Michael Mayer from NASA's Mars Exploration Program said that water can be seen at the poles and mid-latitudes. More exploration of the subsurface of Mars could answer many questions, like existence of microbial life, liquid water, and civilizations. The more we look into the red planet, we hope to get answers on whether life started on Mars before coming to Earth. The first signs of life on Earth were erased, so scientists want to see possible answers from this neighboring planet. If life didn't start in this planet, even if there is water, we need to know the missing factor. If extinction happened here millions of years ago, We have to learn from it and see if we could compare the situations on Earth. Earth and Mars are both suitable for life, but in different timelines. Mars contained rivers, lakes, and seas 4.1 to 3.7 billion years ago, where pebbles rolled from mountainsides, while Earth is still a fiery hell, and life is non-existent. Since water is available in the subsurface, they could find fossils of ancient Martians or habitats in the present. If there were humanoid creatures before who were more advanced than us, they could have migrated to a different planet that could sustain their lives during that time. In case they decided to stay in their planet, they could have dwellings underground where water and geothermal heat are still existing. Despite all of this, there are many theories and mysteries that Mars offered to many humans. Some believe that the civilizations here on Earth are from Mars. There is an event like War of the Worlds or aliens, and humans are the descendants of the survivors from Mars. This is due to the similarities of infrastructures that could be seen on Earth and on Mars based on the images captured from the Martian surface. We must also note that ancient civilizations here on Earth from different times have always portrayed contacts with celestial beings. Some depicted them riding vehicles descending from the sky, which are so fast when going from point to point. According to ancient astronaut theories about Anunnaki, it's said that Mars is a stopping point of their journey before coming here to Earth. These beings are said to live in the planet of Nibiru, which in its elliptical path touches the Earth's orbit every 3,450 years. The return of the Anunnaki is predicted to be in 2900. Well, it depends if humans will still be here when they arrive. Pythagoras, Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, and Nikola Tesla are just some of the prominent beings who said or portrayed that they have contact or received information through extraterrestrial beings for the knowledge that they spread here on Earth. The communication have variations, like they enter the state or world where they get these ideas, or via frequencies. Even the Code of Hammurabi, the Ark of the Covenant received by Moses, and the knowledge of the pharaohs of Egypt were received through contacts with celestial beings. Einstein conducted thought experiments for him to solve problems, which resulted to 4 papers in year 1905, like the E equals mc squared and the theory of relativity. It's like a metaphysical world where the knowledge of the universe resides, and he is able to tap it. Pythagoras, a pioneer of modern mathematics, said that there is a harmony of the universe. The waves that he discovered were turned into scales in use in music. He said that everything has music which can be turned into ratios. An example is the music of the movements of the planets or bodies in our solar system, which couldn't be heard by human ears. The movements or the code of the universe makes the harmony of creations in space. He said that Apollo, the sun god, taught him this. In 1513, Leonardo da Vinci worked on his last portrait of an androgynous figure, Saint John the Baptist. When a mirror image was created and merged with the original, a face of an alien emerges through the center. Leonardo is known for his secret codes or subtle messages in his paintings, which could be sending data to the future generations and not his time. Nikola Tesla also said that he is able to receive messages from aliens that supported his new plans and the designs of his inventions. In his time, he said that electric vehicles or planes would be roaming around this world. Now these are coming into reality through the Tesla company, despite him not receiving due credit during his time for his ideas. Soon, a SpaceX will be launching better spaceships to Mars and colonize it. The ancient civilizations on Earth, like the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Greeks, used art to convey information about their encounters and messages to future generations. There are also information that are kept in the secret archives of the Vatican that were not released to the public, like the miracle of Fatima. It said that 3 children received messages, but the third is hidden from the public. 70,000 people later arrived here and said that they saw a dish-shaped object. The aliens said that they've been here for a long time, observing humanity, and they'll be returning again. Joan of Arc also heard voices, and many more people about messages and visions. These are all debatable, but the most important thing is for us humans to be open-minded about many possibilities about our universe. Since extraterrestrial or Martian contacts are often filled with puzzles, criticism always follows the people who testify about these. Here is an example: the abduction of police officer Herbert Schirmer, who patrolled along Highway 63 on December 3, 1976. He saw blinking red lights at around 2:30 a.m. from a dish-shaped aluminum at about 8 feet from the ground. It later hovered over his car so fast. He later returned to their station, but an hour already passed, which for him is just 10 minutes. He experienced headache, nausea, red welt on his neck, and buzzing inside his head. After 3 months, UFO research group contacted him, and Dr. Leo Sprinkle from the University of Wyoming conducted hypnosis to him. He recalled that he met humanoid beings using gray uniforms with emblems of a winged serpent. They spoke to him telepathically and told him that they have a base on Venus. They invited him to see the universe and that they would visit him again. Herbert told his story to many people despite the criticisms, until Michael Jazarka published a 50-page novel about the events that took place. Jazarka said that there is so much detail in Herbert's stories, so it's unlikely that it is fabricated or just his imagination. There are also stories of other abductions related to hybrids. These people said that parts of them were taken, like their eggs or sperms, and the aliens combined these to form some sort of experimental species. Your eyebrows could be twitching right now, since they seem to be just fairy tales, or just the result of people seeking attention. Some scientists even suggested that there could be over 1,000 extraterrestrial space stations that are watching this blue planet, but we have no means of rejecting or confirming this possibility right now. As Harvard's top astronomer, Avi Loeb said, "We must not think that we are the smartest kid in the block, or be arrogant that we are the only intelligent life in the universe." He is the one who theorized that Oumuamua, which is observed by the scientists at the Hawaiian Observatory in 2017, could be a mechanical probe by aliens using sunshine as power. This is due to its elongated shape and unique non-gravitational acceleration. You can read his book, Extraterrestrial, which further discusses this topic, by clicking the link in the description below. Even the statements of Dr. Brandenburg spark criticisms and he's treated like a lunatic. But do remember that some of the data that he released were approved by NASA. He suggested that humans should do their best to colonize Mars, since Earth could be destroyed very soon. as a result of natural or man-made disaster that could eliminate the species here on Earth. Some criticize this idea, and one also said that we are like unwanted visitors, since there are already Martians who secretly dwell on the planet, as observed through UFO sightings. These theories may seem absurd, but inquiring minds were treated like this since ancient times. Remember those figures who said that Earth revolves around the sun, and not the reverse? How about the Wright brothers or the inventions now, that were considered magic or impossible 50 years or centuries ago? Again, we should note that theories about the universe, like black holes and more, were proposed early, but it took decades and even centuries before these are proven. The advent of modern technology slowly showed us that these are real. However, the more information and proofs that we have, more questions remain unanswered. It's better to be curious than to be ignorant until humanity goes extinct or robots take over. These are just some of the data, theories, and mysteries about Mars. Let's be inquisitive and learn. For more, click subscribe to be notified when the next video is released. Liking and sharing this video is also highly appreciated and will help this channel a lot. Thank you so much.